first you have to, before you remove the starter, so you have to remove the battery lid. So because we're going to remove the power source to the starter, right? So this is how you're going to remove first, and that's the first thing we're going to do. Now this starter have a bolt 14 millimeter, but both side though. One on this side of the engine, so which is in the upper portion, so which is threaded on the starter itself. So it's a little bit difficult to remove this one. So with the 14 millimeter key, you are easy to remove it, this one. And then I will show the other side. It's the same bolt as a 14 millimeter. All right, that's a 14 millimeter. So it's a little difficult to get into it, but as far as you get into it, and it's much easier to take it out. But to make sure this is 14 inch, and in the other side, I mean, it's 14 millimeter, so which is going to the other side and is screwed onto the starter itself. So that's the second thing. First thing is we remove the lead from the battery, and then the second thing is we're going to remove this bolt, and then we're going to go into the other side, which is in the bottom part of the car. So you can go with the other bolt, and that's the same thing. It's only two bolt for this starter, and then we have the terminals, and we're going to remove the terminals as well. It's almost out, so I'm going to remove that bolt, and that's the first bolt I took it out from the starter. Now that's a whole starter, and then you will see the bolt is right here, this one. This is the second bolt. The first bolt we already removed it, and this is the second bolt, and this is, again, it's a 14 millimeter, and this is very easy to remove because it's in the other side, right? But the thing though, the other side is on the engine. So we're going to remove this one. These are the two bolts. After that, we're going to remove the lids there, the terminals for the starter, and we already removed the lead from the battery, so now we are easy to remove it, no problem. So we're going to remove these things, and then voila, so we're going to remove the starter, and then we're going to replace the new one. Now we're going to remove this lid. So you have to remove this one. Okay, so that's it. So it's got removed now, so you could see that, and that's a terminal. That's one of the terminals. I removed it. So now I'm going to go with the other terminal, which is a little bit difficult for me to show you. You could see there up, and that's okay. That's here though, inside here. You see my finger there, and that's where that's also another 14 millimeter. So that we have to remove inside. There is a bolt, and when you remove it, this terminal will come out. So these are the only two places we had to do. So you could see that that's a bolt. I'm going to take it off. So clearly you could see this one here, and okay, I took it. See that? That's the one. So I took it. So here's a starter, the old starter. I remove it, and okay, just show it there, please. That's, I wanted to show where the location is. So that's where the starter came from. Okay, so that's a bottom bolt, and then you could see the upper bolt also there, and these are the two places, and then that's where the new starter is going to go in. Okay, that's how you're going to remove it. All right. Okay, no, I think I didn't do it properly. So so this is the place for the starter. So it just came off, and you could see that's the old starter. So it's here, and now we just remove it, and just I mean, after you remove both bolts, and just give it a little tap, and that's it. So the starter will fall off, and then so that you can put the new one in. So you could see now, so that's the old one, and this is the new one. So both identical, and they do have both the dynamo on the top and the coil, and it's all, everything is identical. So this is the one that we're going to fit in right now. So I got the rebuild one, so it's almost like brand new, and so that's about 95 bucks Canadian, but you know, I mean, it can go from 95 to 200, but depends, you know, where you're buying it. But yeah, and then I'll have to bring the old core back to them. So you could see those are the two bolts, and this is the top one and this is the bottom one, and this is go on the terminal. So basically that I'm going to clean them a bit and put some grease, so nice and easy you can go into the new one. So these are the two bolts, it's greased up and it's ready to go. All right, so that's a bolt. So that's the upper bolt, we already put it in, and then I'm going to show you the bottom bolt as well. So that is the bottom bolt here, so this one, so that also 14 millimeters, so on the top and here, so we put that secure right now. So what I have to do though, I have to put the terminals back. So basically you could see the terminal here, and this one here, I put it in, and also that's on the top, that's the one that we removed it before, that's with the 14 millimeter. So this is the two terminals we have to put it into, this one, the main one here and the small one here. So that's about it. And now that the new starter is in, so we're going to try and see that's if it's starting. So that's the next step is going to be. So you could see that here, and when you flip open this one, okay, I cannot see it right now, but that's where the connections are. So this one terminal and the top one the other terminals. So I'll show you one more time. I'm going to show you the top terminal. So that's you could see that's where this 14 millimeter bolt is there. So that one is covered up before, but right now I opened for you. So then the purple wire, that's the second one. So these are the two things you got to put it on, and voila. So that's we're going to test it now. So just to make sure that if everything is okay or not.